Macomb County attorney and mother of two is now back in Michigan after she was detained by Israeli forces during an aid mission to Gaza.
Huwaida Araf landed this afternoon at Detroit Metro Airport, greeted by her family and a crowd of supporters. Fox 2's Scott Wolchuk was there. He's joining us now live with more on her arrival. What happened there, Scott, when she did get in there and see everybody?
Hey, Taryn, yeah, you know what? This was a very warm welcome for Huwaida. She had about 30 people or so. They all had Palestine flags, and her daughter was there, her husband was there. Everybody's so excited to see her basically supporting her mission, right? And this is not the first time that Huwaida Araf has been actually captured by Israel when she was out on a freedom flotilla, right? So she's a local attorney. She has strong ties to Palestine. She's Palestinian herself. She lived there as a young girl, so she has gone out on this freedom flotilla, right? It's an aid ship. There were about 90 other people on board, from journalists to medics. They went out to the blockade, and that's when she says that Israel went after them on international waters. Of course, that is a little bit of a matter of debate on, Israel is saying that they were on their waters, but, either way, she was held for about 5 days. Take a listen to her story.
I was in Israeli captivity for 5 whole days after being viciously beaten, and I did not even get so much as a phone call from the American government, from the embassy or consulate, much less a visit. Not even a phone call. And we were sailing lawfully in international waters. The Israeli military that sent out its most elite naval forces and helicopters repelling fully armed onto our ship and taking us hostage against our will, dragging us into an Israeli port, and then proceeding to beat and abuse us because I would not take off a shirt that said "For the Children of Gaza" and a keffiyeh. My kids gave me this keffiyeh. It's not a time to let up. Of course, we're grateful that bombs aren't dropping all of the time on Gaza right now, but the systematic oppression, the denial is still ongoing. Violations are still being committed, and this is not a time to let up our advocacy. In fact, it's a time to double down. We need to be extra vigilant, continue to raise our voices because our voices are making a difference.
And of course, you heard she is very, very passionate about this. She is planning to continue to aid her people and planning to still join the Freedom Flotilla. With the ceasefire, she says that there is hope, but she does know people are still being hurt, and she's hoping for the best out of this situation and for her people. She says she's going to continue to fight on. For now, reporting live in Romulus, Scott Wolchuk, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, she didn't say it explicitly, but it doesn't sound like this has stopped her from maybe perhaps going back and continuing her mission.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's going to get back involved and get on another ship, sometime within the next year, I'm sure, depending on what exactly happens with this peace deal. But, it is a thing where she's already been over there twice. Why not a third time? Yeah,
this is still that deal still being ironed out, all the details, so we'll see what happens there. Thanks so much, Scott, for the report.